Why, hello there. So nice to see you once again. Today is going to be another skate product review, and today the spotlight is going to be on the Rainskates Mega Tsunami in 85a. No, but really I'm going to be doing a in-depth look at the pros and cons of this awesome wheel that I came across. Going to skip past the specs because chances are you've already seen them, or you can look them up elsewhere, whatever. We're going to skip to the pros and cons of this wheel and kind of get an in-depth look and my opinion on these wheels. So, first off, 72 millimeters tall, and they're 85A. That kind of goes hand in hand for a durable and resilient wheel. 72 millimeters, which means you've got a good amount of urethane to play with, and it's going to last you a good while, but it's also an 85A, so that means the durometer is going to be a little bit more resilient to wear than, say, something like in the 80 or 81 durometer range. I have been skating these for 6 months or so, but I didn't really start skating them hard until the past couple months. But I found that they are very resilient to wear because of the 85A durometer. And some people kind of worry that that's going to result in a little bit more icy of a wheel, and it's going to be a little bit more slippy and slidey than they want. They want something that's a little bit more smooth and buttery. But I can vouch for this wheel, and so can a lot of other people, and say that even though it's 85A, this wheel is very smooth and very consistent. That was one of the big things that I loved about this wheel, was the coupling of resilience to wear as well as the smoothness of the wheel. Even though it's 85A, you've got a really smooth wheel you're looking at here. Very smooth connected feel when you slide, very consistent. They start leaving thane lines about somewhere. Some people, like for me, it was around 65 millimeters, other people 67. So around that range, you're going to start seeing nice bright thane lines. Very consistent down to the core, nice smooth slide. They started getting a little bit more icy, but what wheel doesn't really get a little bit more icy when it gets to the core? So that being said, good consistency down to the core. As you can see, I didn't get all the way to the core, all the way around the wheel, but I did hit it right there on a flat spot. So I was able to feel the consistency of the wheel down to the core, and it's very smooth. Great transitions, nice hookup, very smooth transition between hookup and slide. It wasn't jerky at all. It wasn't icy. I didn't have to worry about when the wheel was just going to flip out on me. I knew when it was going to, I could feel when it was transitioning from the carve into the slide and equally back into hooking up. So very smooth. I like that a lot about it. Also, it's only slightly offset, so I took the liberty of flipping it back and forth when it started to wear unevenly. That some people don't like to do that because they say it's still slightly offset. Well, it's only slightly, just by about 1 to 2 millimeters max. So I went ahead and flipped it, and I didn't notice a whole lot of difference. So that's a good thing too. So yeah, those are the pros of the wheel. Good size, you got a good amount of urethane to play with. Resilient to wear because it's 85A, yet still a very smooth, consistent slide all the way through the life of the wheel. Cons of the wheel. There aren't really a lot at all, to be honest. I noticed that as it got down closer to the core of the wheel, I did buy these wheels earlier in 2012 when they had a manufacturing issue with the pouring of the urethane for the wheel. Some people notice this little black line right here, that when you would slide, this would kind of be inconsistent around the wheel depending on how you slid them. And that created for flat spots being created easier. As you can see, it's around the side of this wheel too. It created some flat spots and ovaling as the wheel wore down more, and that was disappointing, but that was a manufacturing issue. The people who sent the wheels back in with this problem did have them replaced, and the issue, as far as I know, has been fixed. So no need to worry about that. They have resolved that issue. So aside from that, which was mine was a part of a bad batch, and aside from some slight tendencies to oval and flat spot a little bit more now down near the core, great wheels, great free ride wheels. I'll probably end up picking up another set of them just because I loved them so much. So Rainskates Mega Tsunami 85a, definitely recommend them. Great wheel.